The articles, but people would go, nah. Sovereign, living men and women of these lands, where we have the highest authority as kings and queens, all equal in the eyes of the law, that we stand under, all rights reserved as living men and women, not persons. We exercise our rights of freedom of speech and truth and facts, and peacefully travel from point A to point B on the public highway without hindrance. Acts and statutes are given the force of law by the consent of the governed, and I, a man, do not consent. We are policed and governed by consent, and the Corona Act 2020 is legislation that requires consent from a man or woman, not person. It is simply government advice and guidelines asking you to comply. As living men and women, we have that right to consent or choose not to consent. We rebut the presumption of implied consent. I make this claim as a living man, all rights reserved, without prejudice. I would ask the constables to stand under their oath today and serve and protect the people. To serve and protect the people and uphold, not enforce, but uphold fundamental rights according to the law. Thank you, Stirling.
Ladies and gentlemen, I did not expect to come here today to ask you to support Boris Johnson. But please consider the alternative. Please consider, in support of Boris Johnson, the real scandal is not a glass of wine in the garden. The real scandal is pushing unsafe experimental vaccines on children. The real scandal is threatening NHS workers and care workers. Even if you don't care about the ethics, it's not even logical. We have the Lancet Medical Journal reporting, 30th of October, 2021. The viral load of the vaccinated is the same as the unvaccinated. You are not protecting others by getting vaccinated. Children are not protecting grandma by getting vaccinated. This is a lie. Children have natural immunity. Young people have natural immunity. We do not need demonization of the unvaccinated. We do not need vaccine apartheid. We do not need vaccine passports. Where is the Labour Party and the trade union movement protecting NHS workers, protecting all workers against coercion? Children obtain zero benefit from these so-called vaccines. Operation Warp Speed was rushed science. This is not proper science. These boosters are waning in 10 weeks. How many boosters do you want? Would you like another booster? Every 10 weeks a booster. People are starting to question it.
who's coming from Wuhan, China, living in Scotland for 20 years now, or 21. 21, she lives in Stirling. So please have this wonderful and unique privilege to listen to her.
Thank you. I'm so happy I can meet people, share the same thought I have.
Yeah, sure, you're welcome. It's Dr. Thistles.
I live in Scotland since 2003. I love Scotland. I love Scottish people. I thought I'm the Scottish as well, but I also am Chinese. I'm from Wuhan, and Wuhan people don't eat bat. This is not from the market. No. This is from the lab. We are victims of this virus. I hope people wake up and to looking for where this come from. Who made this? This is the most important, because in the future, if we don't know this, in the future they can have more and more, and they can lock down us many times as they wanted. We need to ask the government where this come from. We need to know the truth. The truth. Thank you very much.
Hello everybody, my name's Graham Crawford. I'm a former journalist, and I know you've been lied to for 2 years now. I've been turning out to all these marches. We've seen an incredible momentum growing in the last month or two. It's just getting bigger, better, stronger in every way. Next week in Glasgow is going to be the biggest yet. I know a lot of you here are here for the first time. Please make the effort. Bring a friend. Come along. Next Saturday, 12 for 1, Glasgow Green, and we'll let Glasgow know. Yeah! Thank you.
Just hung there in the air, perfect.
I've met quite a few people today.
UK Child Health Secretary at Ormond Street Institute of Child Health voiced concerns about how quickly the vaccine has been produced with limited testing. He said that while the risks were still unknown, he felt